Hi, welcome to today's video. I'm Coach Southern. Today's video is going to be about reach defeat, what we do to defeat the outside zone block as defensive linemen. This is also a drill could be good for outside linebackers. So anyway, we're going to start with our feet. Okay, in our drill, we want our players to start with a good wide base and an athletic position. So there'll be good wide base, feet will be buzzing on my command, which is usually set hit. So they'll start with a good wide base, knees bent, butt down, back flat, eyes up. They'll be eyes into the offensive lineman. Their hands will be their inside hand to the V of the neck of the offensive lineman, outside hand either to the bicep or to the shoulder pad of the offensive lineman. And their eyes are going to start, like I said, inside the pads of the offensive lineman, and they're going to kind of work from a defeated position and try to get back to where they have the advantage over the offensive lineman. Okay, and so the technique that we use for that is what I call the steering wheel. They're going to take this V of the neck and they're going to pull down on it, as well as pushing up and extending this outside arm into kind of like a steering wheel pose, kind of where you'd pull and push at the same time to get that offensive lineman's shoulders turned. The purpose of this is, like I said, from a defeated position, they're trying to get to where they also have, or they now have the advantage. Okay, so they're trying to get that offensive lineman's shoulders turned so that the back knows that this is an edge. They're either going to have to bounce the ball out wider, or they're going to have to cut it back into our defense. Some feedback that I usually give to my players, and you'll see in the clips coming up, most of the time is they're not getting a good steering wheel turn, so they're not getting this outside hand extended as far as they need to, and they're not using this inside hand to pull the middle of that chest of that offensive lineman to them. So that I have to remind them a lot to do the steering wheel as we're doing the drill. Okay, they're also not quite getting their eyes to the outside of the man where they need to be. So that's some verbal feedback that I give to my players as we're doing this. The purpose of this drill is to identify and defeat a reach block. Okay, so here's the first clip. These are my junior high kids that I use. They were the most eager to be on video, so I use them from this.
Right here on camp. We're going to start, get it up, and then we'll start with our head on the inside right here, like you've already got us reach. So now we're having to fight through the reach block and get under it. Okay? I start right here. Onset hit. I want to see good extension. Turn the steering wheel, and then buckle the seatbelt and hip lock up. Just like that. Okay? So then we have to get angle first. Here we go, right here first. Head on his inside. Get your hand placement right. Here we go. Ready? Set hit. There you go. Good. Here we go.
Yes.
Go. Ready. Set hit. Hey, this turn right here, you've got to pull this hand in and extend this one out. Set hit. Don't do it so with body. Okay? Don't only so with body. Start right here. Do it all at once. Here, turn, and get out. Okay?
Make sure your hip ball. Hey, make sure you get that push. We all want to work that.
So as you can see from the very first clip, there's a lot of learning going on right there. They're learning a new drill, they're learning a new skill. So I want to go one-on-one with these guys as much as possible while we're learning the new drill. Now later on, when I have Coach Daniels, who you saw in my last video, with me helping, we can go, our 4 or 5 groups at a time and have everybody do it in sync. But for right now, while we're learning, we slow it down, and I want to get one-on-one with each of these guys so that they're learning the new skill. The last guy at the end of the clip, he just got moved to D-line from linebackers, so I wanted to make sure that he really understood where our hand placement is supposed to be. where his eyes are supposed to be when we start the drill, how to fit up properly, and he's learning the whole reach to feet thing. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of standing around going on for that time, but normally when we go for our defensive endo, it's everybody's going at the same time. Here's another clip when we rotate the lines. So the guys that were just getting blocked, or I'm sorry, the guys who were just doing the blocking come to the defensive side and they do it. You can see that our guy here on the end, he doesn't fire out and he's not very aggressive at first, and that's one of the things that you want to try to correct with your defensive lineman. Like I said in the last video, you want to tell these guys that playing D-line is a violent part of football, so we have to be violent even in our drills.
Hit up. Head on the other side. Here we go. Ready. Set, hit. Hey, more violent right there. Okay? Your guys are coming just leaning on you. Here we go. All right, Sam. Ready. Set, hit. Hey, turn. Get this arm right here up. We got to get his shoulders turned. Okay, this is set at edge right here. Here we go. Ready. Set, hit. There we go. Hold back. Hang on. Hit.
So that's our reach to feet drill. As we advance and get more skilled with the drill that we just did, we will progress to more advanced drills. So we'll go into what I call a 4-man pod, where we'll have 2 linemen and 2 linemen. They'll both have to either defeat a reach, or they'll identify other blocks and react to it as we go. That's the most advanced drill that we have for block recognition. I hope that you got something out of this drill and can take something back with you to your lineman and for your program. Thank you.